What are simple ways to preserve seasonal vegetarian bounty? Imagine biting into a fresh, juicy tomato in the middle of winter or enjoying crisp green beans long after the local market closes. Preserving seasonal vegetables lets you do just that. When you plan your meals and shop for groceries, focusing on produce at its peak makes a big difference. It's all about capturing the flavor, nutrients, and value of what's in season. Freezing is one of the easiest ways to keep your vegetables fresh. For example, peas, beans, and corn should be blanched, boiled for a short time, then cooled in ice water, before packing into airtight containers or freezer bags. Label them with the date and store in the coldest part of your freezer. Root vegetables like carrots and potatoes can also be frozen, but it's best to cook or roast them first to prevent spoilage. Dehydrating is another simple method. Use a food dehydrator or set your oven to a very low temperature, around 150 degrees Fahrenheit or 60 degrees Celsius. Slice vegetables like zucchini, tomatoes, and mushrooms into thin pieces about 1/4 inch thick. Dry them until they are crisp, which usually takes several hours. Store dried vegetables in glass jars or sealed bags in a cool, dark place. You can rehydrate them later for soups or grind them into powders to sprinkle over dishes for extra flavor. Pickling is a fun way to add tang and preserve vegetables. Slice cucumbers, radishes, or onions and soak them in a vinegar-based solution with salt, sugar, and spices. Use a 1-to-1 ratio of vinegar to water and add herbs like dill or garlic for extra flavor. Store the jars in the refrigerator, and they'll stay good for several months. Pickled vegetables are perfect for sandwiches or as side dishes. Fermentation is a traditional method that uses natural bacteria to extend shelf life. Pack chopped cabbage, carrots, or green beans into a jar, cover with a saltwater brine, and let it ferment at room temperature for a few days to a week. The process creates sauerkraut or kimchi, which can last in the fridge for many months. Plus, fermented vegetables add beneficial bacteria to your gut. Canning provides long-term storage by sealing vegetables in jars with liquids like water, brine, or tomato sauce. Use a water bath canner or pressure canner to process jars at the right temperature and pressure. Green beans, tomatoes, and beets are popular choices. Properly canned vegetables can last a year or more in a cool, dark pantry. Some vegetables like potatoes, onions, garlic, and winter squash store well without processing. Keep them in a cool, dark, and well-ventilated space, like a root cellar or a box filled with sand. These can last for weeks or even months if stored properly. Herbs are easy to preserve too. Hang bunches upside down in a dry, airy spot to air dry or spread them on trays in a dehydrator or oven set to a low temperature. Once dried, store herbs in small jars away from sunlight. You can also chop fresh herbs and freeze them in ice cube trays with water or oil, making it simple to add flavor to your dishes later. Using these preservation methods helps you enjoy the bounty of the season all year. It cuts down on waste, saves money, and keeps your meals interesting. Pick the right technique for each vegetable, and you'll always have fresh, flavorful ingredients ready to go, no matter the time of year.